What's up, everybody? My name is Billy. This is
Steven.
Steven, and this is the wonderful treadmill that we're sitting on. And today, on 2Guys1Treadmill, we're gonna talk about movie trailers. Yeah, so I actually wanted to talk to you. This is an ongoing thing. Steven doesn't watch movie trailers.
Nope. Almost 2 years.
That's crazy. And
It's actually not. Honestly.
And I actually wanted to ask, like, how does that make? Well, actually, let's back up a little bit. Like, so the thing with movie trailers is that there's just so much shit in movie trailers now, right?
Yeah. It's
But I watch them all the time.
It's maybe 3 minutes, so it's like a mini short film.
Yeah.
That tells you all the good parts in the movie, and so you go in knowing everything about not like specifically every little scene, but you know everything that's gonna happen pretty much in that movie, and there's no enjoyment you get out of it, like going to the movies and sure, like maybe not knowing the basic plot, but like not really knowing, and then going in and just enjoying yourself.
What was the last movie trailer you watched?
Damn.
What was the last movie you watched? Like a big theatrical release? Did you say you saw Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, yeah.
But you were like, you didn't see any of the trailers, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't see any of the trailers. I didn't really even read like the synopsis. Really, I kind of knew that it was about superheroes because Marvel.
Right.
But like, I knew nothing about these people. I was intrigued by the raccoon in the tree, and I was like, a talking raccoon. I'm like,
Right.
sold. Like, but yeah,
crazy.
I saw it like over a year, like 6 months. I saw it 6 months after it already come out. It was already on DVD, but I didn't watch it. I was in China, and I tried to watch it in China, but none of my friends would go, or they were too busy or whatever. So I was like, whatever. And then I just watched it one day.
Yeah.
And I was like blown away. It was like magnificent.
That's crazy though. Like,
And I enjoyed it more because I knew nothing about it, and I got so much out
okay,
of
that's
it.
the thing. See, that's like where I think is, I don't know if I can agree with you saying like you can enjoy it more because there's nothing to compare it to. You know, like you wouldn't know if you enjoy it more because you didn't watch the trailer.
There's like, but like I didn't know what to expect it to be.
Right.
I assume when watching the trailers, you kind of thought, okay, this is gonna be funny, or this is gonna be whatever.
Yeah.
But I didn't know what to expect at all.
Right.
And because of that, I do think I enjoyed it more. I think I would have still enjoyed it had I watched the trailers. But there was like a magical, like childlike wonder going into it without knowing anything that you can't get from watching trailers.
From your perspective, you were like, you only knew.
Well, I
it
knew
was coming out.
I knew it was coming
Like,
out.
what did you know besides the tree in Rocket?
I knew that it was directed by James Gunn, and I've seen, he did movies for this like, I guess you'd call them like D movie company, like D grade,
Right.
like movie company called Troma, and so I knew it was gonna be interesting because I like his stuff, but I didn't really know Chris Pratt. I knew that one girl, I can't remember her name, because she was in Star Trek, and then before that she was in like something else.
Zoe. Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Yeah. And
she's
then
very good.
I knew Batista because I watched wrestling. I was intrigued. I was like, okay, I wonder how he's gonna be.
Right.
I mean, with the exception of like The Rock,
Yeah.
wrestlers weren't really in movies. But yeah, I didn't know I didn't really know anything about the actual movie.
Can you talk about the last trailer you actually saw for a big film?
Man.
You didn't see any, so like you haven't. The crazy thing is like there's so many big trailers that came out, and you have no idea, especially since
Star Trek.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I know nothing.
You know nothing.
I just know that the original 3 people are gonna be in it.
That's so crazy. That blows my mind. Do you, at any point in time, like miss having the conversations about trailers and like the hype and stuff? Because for me, I think that's why I like trailers, right? I kind of whine only if it's like if they really give you everything, but I feel like they give you just enough, to get you excited and talk about it and all that stuff. Like for me, it's fun talking about trailers. Like
that's kind of why I stopped watching, is because I like having conversations after I watch the movie.
Right.
But like, I don't know.
But you're missing all the conversations that's happening right now. Like, oh man, look at Harley Quinn and how cool she is.
Get that, but I'll get that, and I'll have a better conversation of that after I see the movie. Sure, I don't get like the what it's gonna be, blah blah blah. But
But they're different conversations.
They are different conversations. But I would rather sacrifice that conversation to go into the movie not knowing.
Right.
Because again, I get a better, and it's been 2 years, and I don't miss watching movie trailers.
Right.
I love just I have no like Inside Out. I know Loose Box in it, and it's people in the brain or whatever, because you can't totally avoid.
Right.
But I
that's actually another interesting thing. Like, so you don't watch trailers, but there are other promotional materials out there, and like, how do you deal with that? Like, if you see a Guardians of the Galaxy billboard or something, and you're like, well, you're eventually going to see a Batman versus Superman billboard or an ad on a website or something.
Well, if it's just a poster, I don't mind if it's like a poster. I haven't watched any of the viral stuff for like Suicide Squad or anything.
But you've seen photos.
Well, I've seen the group photo, because you can't totally
I think they look
black out from the cinema world unless you're gonna black out from the internet.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad. I think.
I heard it wasn't
like the Suicide Squad still photos. Before they released the trailer,
wasn't that bad, and that Warner Brothers being stupid about. I don't know what's going on with that. But I've seen the group photo, but I also read that group photo was it's not like the final, because there's special effects obviously out there, like CGI and stuff.
Yeah, the thing was when they first released some of the set photos of Deadshot and Will Smith, he looked like a Mortal Kombat character. He looked like one of the cyborg guys.
But I heard something where they're like, or maybe it was Hayden. Or someone's like, are they getting too comic booky? Yeah, you have Marvel, which has the spirit of comic books with the humor and stuff. But from what I've heard, it seems like Warner Brothers going actual comic book look.
Yeah.
And will that work?
I think it's interesting.
Is it like a fan? Like, what a fan-made thing, but with a lot of money?
No, it's definitely not quite like that. Because with David Ayer, what he's doing with the Suicide Squad it is very comic booky. Just the same way Ant-Man is very comic booky and the Guardians of the Galaxy are very comic booky. But I don't think, it doesn't look like a B-level thing, It looks fine. And on like I was saying, the set photos look terrible, but then once they're in motion in the trailer, it looks good. Especially Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, but that's a whole nother thing.
Speaking of Ant-Man, I'm so intrigued to see that movie, because I know nothing about it. There's a funny picture someone posts on Reddit where it's both the Ant-Mans, they're in this grass and they're sitting on silicone boobs.
Yeah.
They're just talking. They're both
sitting on silicone boobs?
Yeah, someone just threw her cups. And so they're there's two the cups on the ground, and then they're just sitting on the cups and talking.
Oh, they're little already, and they're talking on the nipple. That's crazy. You bounce on it, I don't know. That's cool. I want to sit on boobs. Yeah, cool.
Okay.
This is
two
guys, one treadmill.
Catch
us every weekend. I would say it's gonna go up on Saturday, and all subsequent following episodes will go up on Saturday.
Cool.
Yeah, next time we'll be sitting on boobs.
Hell yeah, I want some boobs.